A lot of people do because we've been burned so many times by these. Melissa, Josh, welcome.
Thank
Hi.
you for having us.
Yeah.
So I love the premise of this show.
Thank you.
I enjoyed the pilot. I worry about the future of the show. I think a lot of people do because we've been burned so many times by these mythologically driven event series. Were you concerned about that before you signed on? Like, did you need like confidence that there was a plan?
Yeah, I'm really curious to see where it goes. We've kind of decided to keep ourselves out of the loop so we can figure out things as it comes. But you know, with more stuff coming out, I'm both curious, I'm both nervous, I'm both excited.
You know, I was concerned, and Jeff Rake, our show creator, definitely has a plan. He has a plan, and I don't know what that plan is because I don't want to know, like Melissa was saying, I want to discover it along with Ben and Michaela and the audience as we go through it. But he's a man with a plan.
And I've heard
And I believe that.
through the grapevine as well that it's a very good ending.
It's a very good ending, and look, the story is hung on a high concept. It has a mythology to it, but ultimately this is a emotionally rich, grounded family drama, and it's about people that get a second chance. And what are they going to do when they get a second chance? What are the choices you make? Do you do the same thing? Do you do something different? And it's about these people trying to, particularly with Michaela and Ben, they've landed back in this world that looks very familiar, but it's very different. They're strangers in a strange land, and they're trying to figure out where their life has gone and how are they going to get it back.
Do you know if the whatever the force phenomenon that impacted this airplane? Do you know if it's an alien?
So I think that's part of the mystery of the show because, you know, we were both raised by a very religious mom, and we've both kind of gone no to that and walked away, but within coming back, I've been like, I think it's God. He's going, nope, there's got to be a very factual, science-based explanation for this. And I think as more passengers are introduced into the story, they're going to have their own opinions as to where, you know, what's going on. It could be aliens, it could be a wormhole, it could be, I don't know, a million different things.
But one thing is true, something has definitely happened, and something has happened to this group of people for some kind of reason. And as this duo goes forward in trying to solve this mystery, as well as trying to piece together their life, their interrupted life, they're gonna try to solve that, and they're gonna approach it different ways. You know, Michaela is more in this, you know, the spiritual, you know, side of it, and Ben is a mathematician. He's grounded in logic and grounded factual things. So they're gonna have differences of opinion, but they're going to help each other along the way and hopefully learn from each other at the same time.
Balance each other out a little bit.
Is there a procedural element to this? Is it the police detective stuff?
I mean, I think it can be a bunch of different things because there's so many passengers. We might, you know, see one passenger each episode and kind of get introduced to what they went through. And then through that, there is that mystery that's still involved. So, you know, by episode 2 and 3, I think we kind of have different little mysteries that we've kind of had to, you know, figure out along the way.
I mean, I definitely think it has that procedural element in it. It's, you know, it's got this high concept drama, it's got a procedural element, and then it's got this family drama as well. So it's got these three things that we're going to balance each episode. And, you know, these characters that were on the plane, they're having these impulses, these voices, these things that they're hearing, these things that they're feeling that they haven't ever felt before. And these things are going to drive them to do particular things, sometimes good, sometimes bad. We'll have to see as we go along. And that's part of the mystery that they're going to try to figure out, and why they have been chosen, if you want to say that word, to bear witness to those kind of things.
Are you all embracing the Lost comparisons?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, if those fans end up liking our show, I think we've done our job well.
Absolutely. This is Lost meets This Is Us.